Today it is Monday, November 4th, and we're starting off our show tonight by kicking off a special series where we dive into Southern Oregon's history. Our first story is about the Wolf Creek Inn. At 136, it is the oldest continually operated hotel in the Pacific Northwest, and with its age comes a lifetime of stories, and some of those stories are a bit unsettling.
It's a bathroom. You know, it's always a bathroom first, and then they stop and realize, wow, there's something really cool going on here.
You find the Wolf Creek Inn right off of Interstate 5. It's been here over a century.
The Wolf Creek Inn was built in 1883 by Henry Smith.
That's long before current owner Andrew Schroyer was drawn to it in 2018.
I don't know about me being drawn to it. I think it was drawn to me, to be honest with you. Yeah.
It's been a cornerstone of the community. And yet, it still seems to take people by surprise.
They end up walking around the building, they'll go upstairs, and that's usually where they come try to find Jesse and I to rent a room. So they're like, this is amazing, we didn't know anything about it.
It was built 136 years ago by pioneer merchant Henry Smith right next to his apple orchards.
Built it kind of in the fashion of the kind of building that you would find somewhere in Portland or San Francisco. That was the crowd that he was trying to draw in.
Then, it became a stop on the Stagecoach line.
So, this is pretty fancy for Wolf Creek.
A fancy place, drawing in some fancy people. Celebrities like Carol Lombard, Jack London.
It's Clark Gable, the handsome devil.
Though the inn now offers 21st century amenities, antiques can still be found in every room. And with an old building comes some haunting tales.
It's a very interesting place.
Have you ever had any guests experience any kind of paranormal activity here?
I wouldn't say everyone, but just about everyone. How about that?
What kind of things?
What can we say that's not going to freak people out? People hear voices in the ballroom. It sounds like there's children running around kicking a ball. That's a consistent one. Your toes being played with in bed. That's a big one.
Schroyer has heard and experienced other strange happenings, like drastic temperature changes despite a climate control system and weird smells.
It'll be like a heavy perfume smell next to Clark Gable's room, or like a really stinky smell in the women's parlor, but it just lasts like 30 seconds and then it's gone. It just completely disappears and it moves around the building. So it's kind of interesting.
And it doesn't freak you out?
Not now.
Used to it.
We're a guest. This is their building.
It seems a lot of guests are just as brave. Schroyer tells me some of them come exclusively for a spooky experience.
October is our busiest month. It's also the most fun. We are one of the top 10 most haunted places in the United States right now.
Even if a paranormal experience is not on your bucket list, the Wolf Creek Inn is still a must-see piece of Southern Oregon's unique history.
If you're going to eat or stay, or just come in and use the restroom, we're happy with that. We want people to at least get to come experience this amazing piece of property.
Gotta say, for a small little inn, it has a lifetime of stories. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to share all of them, but I did want to mention one more thing. The Wolf Creek Inn has been featured on the Travel Channel show Ghost Adventures, and they focus a lot on this long hallway with this door at the end, and everyone calls it the portal to hell, but I saw what was behind that door, and it's really just an old storage room. Next week, we will be heading just outside of Wolf Creek to the tiny abandoned ghost town of Golden. That's another interesting one, so be sure to tune in.